Come on down, the
need
Atomic
us right
Wrangler. We
now.
got retro concerts.
I say.
Glad that's over.
Come on down, touch the door of the Atomic Wrangler.
How may I serve you, mistress?
Come on down, Atomic Wrangler. We got pigeon paintings. Give pigeons paintbrush and they paint. It's great.
I love the smell of radiation in the morning.
Just shove them in there. Atomic Wrangler was the best.
Invalid facial pattern detected. Hello, Mrs. Millett. I hope you have an excellent day at work today. Of course, of course.
Come on now, we're going practice.
Did you see that?
We got dogs dressed up as cowboys.
Something with
We got new toy and hot dog stand. got sunglasses for your kid? Come on down the Atomic Wrangler. We got birthday parties
My
for
oldest brother,
chihuahuas.
Val, is a doctor. He tried to teach me some doctoring, but I just couldn't get the hang of it. He says I'm all thumbs.
Six, I'm bored. Do you want to play I Spy? You can go first. Hey, Six.
They say the fiends are defeated, but I'm sticking close to the army just in case.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
You better have a damn good reason talking to me, civilian! No, that would be Captain Parker! As a commissioned officer, he ranks me on a technicality. He's smart enough not to try and boss me around, though. If he tried, I'd wring his scrawny little pencil neck. I shouldn't be here. I also shouldn't be forced to answer your stupid questions, but I'm also doing that too. I'm here because the officers of Vegas are hungry for bacon, but they don't want me hurting the little piggies. We come here to bring law and order to Vegas. We protect it from the worst humanity has to offer, and the locals treat us like dirt. We fed off the Legion, and how do they thank us? By yelling at us, spitting on us, protesting us, refusing to respect us or our flag. One day, some kid throws a few rocks at us, knocks one of my guys out cold. Sadly for the kid, that triggers the rules of engagement. I yell, "Light him up," and so we did. Now the brass might say what we did was an overreaction, but I tell you what, nobody was spitting on us after that. I like the way you think. Don't know if the brass would agree with you, though. These shitheads can't afford to get rid of me. They're stretched too thin. Another brilliant move by the brass, of course. I ain't most politicians, but he and I are cut from the same cloth. A military man who doesn't hesitate to crush ass-backwards tribals. If it weren't for crab-baby politicians back in California holding us back, this war would be over already. We need more like Kibble and me, and less like pussy-ass Parker over here. You got that right. President Joanna Tibbet. What a fucking joke! When a bunch of loyal, God-fearing NCR citizens get slaughtered by raiders, and the response is anything less than total annihilation, that bitch is lucky she only got fired in disgrace. She deserved to be fucking shot. Like what?
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Evening.
They say the fiends are defeated, but I'm
I can
sticking
make
close
us
to
some
the
nice
army.
surprise if you want. See what you do is, you get a dead thing, you wipe its ass, you show it a match, then you eat it.
Ba-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Bum, bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work, and said to give you this.
We got every type of hot pocket you could ever want. Got the Atomic Wrangler.
We've got Mick and Rolf's is located. What's your problem?
Come on down the Atomic Wrangler. We got quest mods 2 for 1.
Hey, baby. Anybody ever tell you I have beautiful eyes?
Watch out for the Kings. They're unpredictable.
Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. Just say the words and we'll be birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's perfect for a flying honeymoon.
You lost your daughter, we'll find her. Maybe she'll die, whatever.
Something or someone has been chewing on the coyote
right?
tobacco again.
Is there something I can do for you? Hey.
I've heard through the locals that Nephi has passed on. I truly hope his soul finds peace. Poor lost souls, most of them. They thought to come to New Vegas and find their fortunes on its shining strip. But the journey is often long, and the price to enter the city is steep. Those who could not pay ended up here, hoping to earn the caps they need. Some find honest labor, but more fritter away what little they've saved on crooked gambling and cheap liquor. Still, I minister to them as I can. I give what aid and comfort I can. I have medical knowledge thanks to my time with the followers. I only do what I can to help. Farewell, friend.
Morning. Word around the east side is that you took out some major players in the Fiends. That should make life safer for a lot of people. This here's where folks go when their luck runs out. Drifters up from the Republic, locals that can't turn a dime, drunken reprobates from all around. And if you don't have the caps to get onto the Strip, odds are you'll end up here. Well, I am a little short-staffed. Maybe you could give me a hand. Some people have gone missing from the camp lately. I haven't seen any signs of violence or heard about any feuds. They just up and vanished. And I've also got Keith and his gambling to deal with. I know that skunk's cheating folk out of their savings. I just can't prove it. They never seem to have much in common. That's why I didn't notice it sooner. Young folks, old folks, men, women, all disappearing. I remember a family with a little blonde girl. She never talked much, but she always carried this little stuffed teddy bear. Seem to recall a lot of them did business with those scavengers over on the west side, Dermot and St. James. Keith's a two-bit hustler. He runs a gambling operation out of his shack. Ask me, he wins way too often to be playing fair. I suspect he's running drugs, too. I just can't prove it. Maybe you can find something. Talk to him, poke around his shack, something. Captain Parker. I'm in charge of this camp. See ya.
Hello.
Hey there. Looking for a game of Caravan? Something for that extra boost, eh? I might know a guy. I'll hook you up. I got some jet. I keep it for emergencies. Gotta get that high, you know. Don't waste my time. Trick? There's no trick here. Not like I use them all the time. Mostly I keep them in the shack till I see a really fat score roll into town. See ya.
First recon's at Camp Forlorn Hope. Now we've got a chance to hold it. Something I can help you with, stranger? Drugs and crooked gambling? Can't say I'm surprised. Here, you've earned this. I'm gonna go take Keith into custody. If you're interested in a little extra pay, I wouldn't mind backup. Glad to have you. Let's go. Just stick close and follow my lead. Keith's a cowardly son of a bitch, but he might try something if he's desperate.
Hello?
Sun's too bright. Is the sun always this bright? Man, I need some new shades.
A guy at the Mojave Outpost told me there's some horrible nest of deathclaws near a place called Sloan. We're not going there, are we?
Atomic Wrangler was the best.
Keith, in the name of the NCR, I'm placing you under arrest for illicit gambling and the sale of unlicensed chems.
Fuck you, man. I ain't going nowhere with you.
Come quietly now. I don't want to have to hurt you.
Why don't you cry to your wife? Oh, that's right. She left your sorry ass. Motherfucker.
You son of a bitch!
Hello.
First recon's at Camp Forlorn. Well, that was a bit messier than I would have liked. Was there anything else? Yep. I always warned him not to push my buttons. Well, ain't nobody gonna miss him anyways. Here you go. I promised you an extra reward for coming along, so that's what you get.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
Come on down, we got Age of Empires 1.
Hey. Did the Colonel send you? I was hoping he might have changed his mind. I know. I've been crying. Stupid. I'm supposed to be a soldier. My husband, he's a ranger, and he got murdered by a pack of fiends. Goddamn savages laid his body out to rot. Brass won't say it to me straight, but they mean to leave Esteban out there. I can see that plain. Colonel says he can't spare the men to bring Esteban back home. And the fiends, they put all kinds of mines and traps around his body. Snipers, too. Ma'am, I'd about given up hope. But you've got to be careful. I don't want anybody else dying on my account. Esteban's body is laid out between some of the buildings, east of the Repcon headquarters. At least that's what his squad mates said. There's an NCR position just north of there. It's on the way. They should be able to tell you what the situation is.
You look like someone in need of a reliable supplier. Take your pick. Pleasure doing business with you. Are you implying I have some kind of secret under-the-table stash I only offer to certain clients? Because that could get a man in trouble. Now you're talking my language. I do have an expanded inventory for people I can trust. If you're willing to do a little legwork for me, I could give you access to my stash, and at a discount. Many of these items aren't available in the NCR, and you'll be hard-pressed to find them at a better price anywhere else. Well, I can't exactly go wandering off the base whenever I want, you know. They're already suspicious. I can hear the MPs now. Gee, Contreras, I didn't know you had so many friends in the gun runners. Speaking of which, guess your first stop. You're just passing a little note to a man named Isaac for me. I want to know which girl he likes. Great, let me know what he says. They're almost a straight shot north from here, up past the sharecroppers.
Do you get homesick when you go into an NCR-held location? I sure do.
Legion attacking so far from their bases means we'll have to watch out on the road.
I don't handle buying and selling for the gun runners. Talk to the robot in the kiosk near our factory. Shit, is he serious? The 25% increase in weapons is doable, but a 50% increase in ammunition is nuts. Just don't have the supplies on hand to meet that kind of demand for new weapons. Can I help you? I guess we'll have to. If Caesar's Legion drives the NCR from the area, there goes 90% of our business. I don't like the idea of buying supplies from our competition, but it's only temporary. We'll call in extra supplies from our distributors. Let Contreras know we'll have the extra guns and ammo ready for the next shipment. For around 5 years now, I handle the supply end of things, raw materials and stuff. Makers of the finest high-grade weapons and ammunition in the wasteland. If you ever get your hands on a piece of sweet, deadly hardware, there's a good chance that it came from one of our factories. Out here, we don't have bosses. Me, the gunsmiths, and the guards all know what we're supposed to be doing. Working for the gunrunners is a sweet job. None of us would dare screw it up. Later.
On by 18 Makarov ammo won't work with guns that need 9x19 Parabellum rounds.
First recons at Camp 49.
That fiend leader shouldn't have...
Hey, Six, do you want some chips? Picked out most of the green ones.
So you're back. Very professional. I like that. Maybe you can handle something bigger. Great. The Crimson Caravan has something ready for me. Look for Blake and let him know you're picking up Contreras' medical supplies. Thanks. Don't come back until you have it. Crimson Caravan is just northeast of the Gunrunners. Blake's usually in the main office.
Honored to speak with you, ma'am. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
McLafferty.
Hey there. You looking to buy or sell? Here you go. Let him know he needs to make another payment if he wants more of this stuff. Need anything else?
Come on down the Atomic Wranglers. We'll put flowers in your nose.
Oh, I'm knackered. You know, I had the worst night's sleep last night.
So you're back. See, you're practically stealing caps from me. This work is so easy. There's one more job. It's a little more complicated, but I think you're up to it. I need to get some stuff sorted around. Gonna take me a day or two, so just stop back in a few days. Bye.
First recon's at Camp Forlorn Hope. Now we've got a chance to hold it.
We won't go quiet.
Come on down the Atomic Wrangler. We got free milk.
We're all impressed with the work you've done for us. Thought you might be able to make use of this. It's a key to a little hideaway south of here. We've used it as a place for rangers to rest and resupply. I thought you might get good use out of it. Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands. Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements, and it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in. I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent, but I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you. Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building. It's our main base. We took it because it lets us keep an eye on the Strip, and it had already been fortified before the Great War. From here, we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here, but he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here. Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. It's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us, but that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan. Now we're trying to secure the Strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning. Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. Sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there. Bye.
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place? Not big on reading name tags, huh? That's okay. My name is long and difficult to pronounce. Ready for it? It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends. Colonel Shu has me handling the policing duties for the base. I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be. Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God centurion of Caesar's Legion recently. Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion, from Caesar on down, will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him. Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy. I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There are some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination. I think if you rough him up enough, and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room, and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day. That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in. Long time no see, Celus.
Lieutenant. I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was. I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the
Grant
NCR
is the best.
instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus? If you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Here, this might help when you go in with him. It's up to you, but I find talking... is sometimes better than whacking.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm? You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Tell me, what did the Legion do to you? Did we enslave your children? Slaughter your family before your eyes to teach you a lesson? Whatever it was, I hope I was there to give the order. Foot soldiers of the Legion are trained not to have to think for themselves, to have conflict removed from their minds. They kill themselves to evade capture because they are not trusted to make such a decision rationally in the heat of battle. But I'm no foot soldier. I knew I could escape captivity on my own without revealing the tiniest iota of information to my captors. I'll show you gutless, you sniveling bastard. I'll spill your guts all over this room.
Is something the matter, Silus? You look upset. Here, maybe you'd better step out for a moment. You've upset him.
Your friend is a miserable fucking degenerate.
I don't know. I thought she seemed like a nice lady.
If we were on the other side of the river, I'd have her torn apart by dogs.
That's a long walk, Silus. I don't think it's gonna happen. You'd better just talk.
Your tactics are a joke.
If you don't like dealing with me, I can bring my friend back in.
Both of you can rot.
Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you.
We don't have anything to discuss, worm. Coward. I've faced odds that would make your NCR soldiers wet themselves. I've led charges against men with guns, carrying only my knife. And I can tell you, it was they who feared me. But suicide is a weak death on a battlefield. It says to your enemy that you fear capture. It says if you're caught, you can be broken. You think I'm going to slit my throat for some megalomaniacal self-appointed dictator? I didn't work my way up to have it all be taken from me out of some irrational paranoia. Caesar's losing it. I believe that. He's been shutting himself in his tent. Privately, he complains of headaches. Whatever it is, it's affecting his ability to lead. Time was essential for my mission, but we waited 3 days for him to dispatch us. Another of his headaches. Does that sound like a man in command? He has an operative planted in this very base, but does he use his agent to rescue me? No. He's content to have the agent spend his nights radioing troop positions back to our base camp. He knows I'm here, and he's left me to rot. I don't know. I know he sends intelligence by radio in the middle of the night. Sometimes that intelligence would find its way to my cantery. I hope the Legion burns your wretched body at the stake when they conquer this place. Nothing I could tell you would do anything to stop that.
You did well. I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little disappointed personally, but it saved the NCR some face. And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people when we're through here. This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw, you're more of an artist. So think of this as your commission. Yep, see you around.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
What is it? Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis. Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago. You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd, or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor. Officially, I'm in charge of Bravo Company. But since General Oliver has Bravo and most of our forces here garrisoned, I'm free to do other things. So I work with Colonel Shu on logistics, patrols, supply lines, reinforcements, that sort of thing. Lately, it's been less about that, and more about figuring out how that information is getting leaked to raiders. It's a big base with a lot of unhappy soldiers. They get stir-crazy. Hard to separate the malcontents from the actual culprit.
We got every type of hot pocket you could ever want.
Do you think we'll run into anyone you know over
The
here?
Atomic Wrangler.
Oh, Six, check out what I found. It's one of those pre-war magazines on, It's on, Damn, I wish I could read.
Okay.